Hello, my name is Seyi Fabiyi. I'll be taking you through a series of lectures on the topic methods and techniques in geographic information science. This lecture series examines practical demonstrations of some methods and techniques in GIS. Today, we are looking at the spatial data capture from high resolution images. We need to capture this image to convert the data from raster to vector, because some of this data set is a high resource for engineering design, public works, civil works design. It's also good for landscape planning design, urban plan design. Also, we can use it for highway engineering design. We can also use for hydraulic engineering design, location-based decision support. All this kind of design require a base, which is a high resolution base. When we talk about high resolution images, we are considering images that are of sub-meter level, 1 meter or sub-meter level spatial resolution. We have Iconos that is 1 meter. We have QuickBot that is 65 centimeter. We have some other orthophotos that can be 20 centimeters or less. So we are going to, when we have this data set, we can use them as a base, as a primary base or primary data set for our design. So therefore, we can capture the data in different GIS software, but in this case, we are going to use ArcGIS. ArcGIS is a proprietary software that's produced by Environmental System Research Institute based in Redlands in United States of America. We can also use different type of open source software like QGIS and some other one. But today, in this lecture, we are going to look at the GIS approach to digitize or to do the data capture. The first thing you need to do is to launch your ArcGIS. And when you launch your ArcGIS, it's going to give you this interface that you see on the screen now. And the ArcGIS interface will give you you have the menu bar, which is the one we have the file, edit, view, bookmarks, insert, selection. And then we have the button bar where we have the new, open, there, which has shortcut to some of the available submenus. And then we have the toolbar. Also, we have the display window where the maps are displayed. We have the table of content where the list of maps are listed. And then we have the status bar at the bottom here. We have the status bar where we know the geographic coordinate of what we are doing. So the first thing you need to do is to launch your data set, the high resolution images. In this case now, I'm going to launch orthophoto of some part of Ibadan city. So you can select, you hold the shift key to select the data set you want. And when you load it this way, it will be open. It's open, and as part of the, because we open few of that data set, you can zoom to see it clearly, what you want to digitize. You can see the buildings. So if you want to do any form of design, either urban renewal, civil works, you can use this data set. But the way it is, we cannot use it. We have to convert this data to vector so that they can be of the same level. So therefore, I'm going to we also, after we have launched or loaded your data, the next thing you need to do is to create the folder you want to work in. So you use Arc Catalog. Arc Catalog is this button. It's on the button bar, and then it will take you. It's like the window explorer of ArcGIS. So it will take you to where you want to create your folder, and you can create your files. So we are going to put it in data from HP, and this is a folder. Then you can also create our own folder in it. You right click, you put your mouse on it, you put your cursor on it, and then you right click. Well, after you have selected, you right click and then you navigate to new, and then you say you click folder. So now we are going to call it class project. You name your folder, and after you have done that, then you can now create your file. Class project. So you can now name your file, and then we create a new shapefile. Shapefile is generic file for ArcGIS, and then you put the name of the file. In this case, now we want to do the building footprint. We call it buildings, and then what is the feature type? The feature type is polygon, because it is a polygon feature. Then you can spatial reference. You look at what is geographic coordinate. You have to look at the base data set. What is the projection, what is the coordinate system used for the base data set? In our case, it is UTM-32, and then because we are in Ibadan, so UTM-32, WGS-84. Data was based in WGS-84, Northern Hemisphere, and then it's a UTM-32, Zone 31. Zone 31, we are in Zone 31. Ibadan City is in Zone 31. And then you select, and then you click. So here's the building, because there's a file with that name, you can say building footprint. So you click OK, and then it automatically put it on the table of content. So the next thing you need to do is to load the editor toolbar. The way you load the editor toolbar is to go to the editor, and because it is selected, if you are using it newly, if you are using your ArcGIS for the first time, this editor will not be open. So when you toggle it, you can toggle it on and off. So when we toggle it on, then it's going to give you the editor toolbar here, and then you can now go to this editor and you say start editing. Once you say start editing, then it's going to give you the editing. We're going to make the file that you have created to come on in editing mode, and then you see this feature will now be active. Then you now say you want to create a new feature. You select on create new feature. I'm going to give you this one. If I'm going to give you this create feature drop down window, and then in this window, you know, because it is the only building footprint that is the vector file that we have created. If you create more than one file, you will see all of them here. Then you now select the one you want to digitize into, the file you want to digitize into, the one you want to modify. So, and then you say building footprint. You now pick the kind of polygon you want to create. Either it's a irregular side polygon, or a rectangle, or a circle. But in our case, it's a regular side polygon. And then you select this tool, and as soon as you move into the environment, it will change, your cursor will change to a cross side, and then you can now start digitizing. You first click, left click, and then you move your cursor as you move, you left click, left click, left click. When you are done, you double click, and then it will be done. Then you can go to the next. You left click, left click, left click. When you are done, you double left click. You can come here. You are digitizing the building footprint. And so when you are done, you now go to the stop editing. That will close that folder for editing. Then you can now go to the road layer. Next, what you are going to do in the road layer is to go back to your folder through the ArcCatalog, and then you create new file, new shape file, and then in this case now you call it roads, and then it is polyline. You can edit the coordinate system too, projected, and then we are looking at UTM. Now UTM, we are using WGS84, Northern Hemisphere, and UTM 31, degree north, and then you have created your road, and to automatically put it here. There are two models you can use when you want to digitize your road layer. You can digitize the center line, or you can digitize the edges of the road. The center line is a model that you can use to have a common generalized data set for the road layer. But in our case now, we are going to digitize the edge of the road because the road are not of the same height, and then we want to do the design. The design may also be influenced by the nature of the road, because some of the roads are of different width. So we are going to start from here, and then you go back to start editing, and then when you say start editing, you say we want to create feature, and then because we have created our folder now, and then we want to work on road layer, and then you click on line feature, and when you come here, you start with left click, you start tracing the road like this. And actually there are two modes or three modes that you can digitize you can digitize using what we call the stream mode. In this case, you will be moving along this line, and as you are moving, it will be adding the line, be adding the nodes and vertices to it as you are moving. So you make sure that you zoom, you maintain the scale of your data capture so that you are sure of the accuracy that you are able to achieve. So you use your pan tool to move your data, to move it to convenience space, so that you don't zoom in and zoom out. When you are zooming in and you are zooming out, it will be changing the scale of your data capture. Now we can see our scale of data capture is 1 into 566, which is about 1 into 550. So you can also adjust that so that you can be your data capture can be uniform. So as you are going this way, you can decide, you keep on adding the left click and left click and left click. Let me stop here. When you are done, you double click and that will be on. Then you can go back to this, or you start digitizing back, touching the other edge of the road, and then you are good to go. You use your pan to move it to a convenient place so that you can continue to digitize, and that is how the data is captured, and then you have converted the data into vector. And then when you are in this environment, you can actually digitize your road in two formats. After you have digitized the edges of the road, you can also digitize the center line of the road. In this case now, when you are done with the edge of the road, then you can now digitize the center line so that you can use any of the model to represent the data when you want to work. Sometimes it can be necessary to have the 3 data model. So in this case now, you can also have the center line, and you move down the road, and then you are getting your data. When you have your data now, you can close all the data and you can start your design on the. You can close the data, all the data set, and make this thing available, and make only your road layer and your building layer available, and then you can do your design. This is a veritable source for data set, and that